The powertrain is the main difference between the GT and RT. 370 horsepower. It's a low rumble at city speeds, but the active exhaust is more than happy to open some butterfly valves to give it a more guttural growl. Perfect for those who want a muscle car that's brisk but not too much of a handful. Minor details hint at improved performance, including a 160 mph speedometer and Hemi badging. Ventilated Nappa leather/Alcantara seats can be optioned on.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I've been getting a lot of questions. I guess people are getting ready to either have their cars delivered or they're getting ready to go out and purchase an RT, Scatpack, and maybe a HELLCAT. But I'm gonna speak mainly on the RT and the Scatpack because that's the car that I own. Those are the cars that I've had. So I can't speak on owning a HELLCAT because I never had a HELLCAT. Also, I'm not getting ready to do some super breakdown every part and piece of the engine of these cars. I'm just gonna give you the straight up how I felt owning an RT and then going to a Scatpack. The RT was an excellent car. That was my first Hemi. I enjoyed it. The power was plenty while I had it. I had that car for, I want to say, maybe 4 years. And I completely enjoyed it. I modified it. I made it my own. Crazy. I don't know why they put them fake tips on there. Yeah. For no reason. They don't even serve a purpose. Right. Yeah, I'll take that with me. Yeah. Put the new joint on there. Oh, pop right on in there. Yes, sir. Hey, see, that's my boiler mufflers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go ahead and hit it. Okay, alright. Oh, yeah. I think it has plenty of power for someone just getting into the Hemi game, if you want to put it that way. I didn't have any issues with it until later on. My drive shaft went out. They're saying it might be my drive shaft. That is not good news, bro.
I can tell you what it is.
What's that?
You want to see it?
Oh, man.
Shine your light here. Watch the center link up there, the center support.
Oh, wow.
There it is. You gotta go to the transmission place. They'll pull that out and put it. That's pressed on. Okay. They may just get you a drive shaft.
That was the first major problem I had with that car. Look at this idiot pulling out in front of me. And excuse me, guys, early in the morning, man. I'm just dropping my sons off at school. But that was the first major problem I had with that car. Other than that, I didn't have any issues. Of course, I had to replace the tires. But as far as mechanical, I did not have any mechanical issues with my RT. So as far as reliability, that car was excellent. The drive shaft went out because towards the end of ownership of that car, I was doing burnouts. Smoke it up. Yes, sir. You know, doing 360 donuts. I started driving the car kind of hard. Even though those cars are built to drive hard, the RT is known for having a weak drive shaft. So 9 times out of 10, if you're driving that RT hard, you're gonna have to replace that eventually. Also, I know a lot of people would change the gears in the RT because only one wheel will spin. So that's something you will have to change if you want both of your wheels to spin. The horsepower in the RT was plenty, especially once you add throttle controller. It's called a raw pedal. I'm gonna install this, and then I get back with y'all to do a reaction video. Got race mode, sport plus mode, sport mode, eco mode, and normal mode. I'm gonna take this end of the raw pedal, connect that here. Oh! That's race mode for real. I can tell the difference with that, bro. And I recommend the raw pedal. Everybody know I'm a sponsor for a raw pedal. That thing will have that RT responding like a HELLCAT. I'm telling you right now. The raw pedal is an excellent addition to the RT because it definitely changed the whole way that the car feels. The only thing I didn't like about the RT I had, because it was a 2016, was the front grille on it. But now they have the RTs that come looking just like an SRT. So if you get a newer one, I think the 2017s on up came with that new front that looks like the SRTs and the HELLCATs. So that's something you might want to change as well if you're not happy with the front of the 2016 and under RTs. But other than that, guys, the RT is an excellent car. Now, my wide body Scatpack was a super upgrade to me. That Scatpack was a totally different experience for me, man. Again, it's not some big breakdown of the Scatpack and the RT, because I know a lot of people expect all this super mechanical language. I'm not going to do that. I'm giving y'all just a simple selling my RT and buying the Scatpack. When I first got in that Scatpack and drove it, I instantly fell in love. I could tell the difference immediately, just to how the car felt. It was a totally different experience. The horsepower was definitely an upgrade. I could definitely feel the difference. The way the car rolled, I could feel the difference. I mean, of course, I had the wide body, so I can feel the difference in how the car handled. It definitely was a lot stickier than my RT, even though I didn't really drive my RT crazy. But I can definitely feel the difference. So I say, if you can hack the price difference from the RT to the Scatpack, I would definitely say go Scatpack, because eventually, once you have the RT for a while, you're going to want to upgrade. And if you can, I would say go from a RT to a HELLCAT, but most people realistically can't afford to do that. So the Scatpack is plenty, I'm telling you, especially once you add a throttle controller to the Scatpack. And I didn't even do that. It was something I was going to eventually do if I would have kept it. And my goal was to actually get a HELLCAT after I had the Scatpack. Guys, here's the thing. I know most of you guys, you watch YouTube, you see a lot of YouTubers, you know, they're getting HELLCATs, especially you younger cats. You see guys your age getting HELLCATs. You gotta understand, you can't believe everything you see on YouTube. Some of these guys are living at home with their parents. Some of these cars are stolen. And some people may just have it where they can afford a HELLCAT at a young age. I'm not taking away from that. I mean, it's just these days and times, there's some people with money. But realistically, man, don't let social media or what somebody's saying make you make a bad financial decision. The RT is a very nice car. It has plenty of power, and it will get the job done. On YouTube, if you're a YouTuber, I can understand wanting to upgrade, because that's how you bring in new viewers, or you get people to, you know, tune into your channel. Because if you got a car that most people can't afford, people gonna watch your channel. So, but I don't want that stuff to discourage just a normal person who wants a family, who needs a family sedan with a little bit of power and a little bit of swag to it. I guess that's the word y'all youngins using nowadays. I don't know. The lit. You want to call this lit? Don't let the nonsense on social media discourage you from the RT, because the car is perfect, man. The average person don't even know the difference between the RT and the HELLCAT, to be honest with you. You can pull up in an RT, especially how they all look almost identical nowadays, and the average person probably wouldn't know the difference. But most people want to get what's in, or want to, they want that extra attention, so they're going to put themselves in a bind trying to get a HELLCAT when they should be in an RT. I mean, I understand. I just, people do that. So guys, don't let all that nonsense sway you into making a serious bad financial decision, especially right now with how high interest rates are, how expensive these cars are. And even if you want to get a V6, there's nothing wrong with the V6. You have to look at it for what it is. What do you need the car for? Is it for pleasure? Is it for the family? Where do you live at? Do you have bad weather where you stay? Then you might have to go with the V6 all-wheel drive. You can't go with an RT or a HELLCAT because it just doesn't make sense. But don't run out here and buy a HELLCAT when you really should be in a V6 all-wheel drive. I wouldn't be doing you guys any good sitting here trying to encourage you to buy a HELLCAT when you should have a V6 or you should have an RT. Because realistically, the RT and the Scatpack, if you want that sound, or if you want that, just that little extra boost that you get from having a V8, the RT or the Scatpack is plenty. And that's just real. If you thinking about buying an RT or a Scatpack, I suggest that you go out and drive both vehicles. The Scatpack right now is definitely a lot more than the RT. The sticker on my RT back then was only 43 for a fully loaded RT was 43. Now a fully loaded RT is 50,000, and a fully loaded Scatpack is like 65. So the price points are a lot different than back when I bought my RT and Scatpack. So you definitely have to look at that. So if the RT works more, go with the RT. Be smart. Don't listen to people talk about, oh man, it's just RT. You gotta learn to let that stuff roll off your shoulder. There's people that say, oh man, you go from a Scat to a Scat. So? And there's a law saying I can't buy a car with the same motor in it. Last time I checked, there wasn't a law against that. So, I don't listen to that nonsense. When people say stuff like that, that's when they don't think for themselves. You have to think and understand what works for you as an individual and for your family, not worrying about what outsiders going to think that probably never even see you or have no clue of what your financial situation is or what your goals are, what you got going on. I just listen to that stuff and it's just noise. So I already been talking too long, guys. So that's just my 2 cents. Like I said, I could talk for days. Probably things I forgot to say or wanted to say that I haven't said. But you can always message me. You can always hit me up on Instagram if you got any questions. If you want to know all types of different specs on what's this and what's that on them cars, I'm pretty sure all you can do is Google Scatpack versus RT, and there's 100 videos, people breaking down everything to a T. But I'm just telling you straight up, just make sure you're making the financial decision that makes sense for your situation, and make sure that you can handle owning a Hemi. Because first of all, you got, not only you have to worry about the price point, you got to worry about people trying to steal it. So now you got to spend money on a security system. You have to take into consideration where you live. Does it make sense for you to have a car like that? Do you live in a decent area? Are they being stolen a lot in that area? Because that's going to determine what your insurance is going to cost. So all those things are significant when you're talking about these cars. It's not just about if you can do burnouts in them and if you got a HELLCAT or a Scatpack or RT. There's a whole lot of other things that go into it. So just make sure you're considering that stuff and you're taking that into consideration, and you'll be fine. You will be fine. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We're waiting for my 300 to come in. So hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.